Okay, now let's see an example of structure. So I have taken a student structure which I created this way. So struct student. So there are these many variables that I have grouped together to create this structure. Now we'll see a few terminologies where this student is the user defined type I've created. So this is the structure name. Okay. These, the variables that are declared inside this structure type is called as structure members, or we can also call it as member variables. And you need to observe here, I have created struct student s1. The primitive types that you know are char, int, float, double, all those are the data type, right? They are primitive data types. Here student is the user defined type. So student is just the type that is being defined. So this type of variable has to be created now to hold this data in it, right? So student here is a user defined data type and not the variable. So student is the user defined type and s1 is the variable that is of type struct student. So primitive type, if I take this as a primitive one, R number is of type int, yes name is of type character array char, or we say string, fees is of type float, dob is of type char. Similarly, s1 is the variable of type struct student. So student is a struct type, which is a structure, user defined structure. S1 is of the student type. So S1 is the variable of the structure. So this is the structure variable. There are two ways of creating this structure variable. One is what we have seen. So here you create the template of the structure and you need to complete it or terminate it with semicolon, and you create a variable this way by specifying the keyword struct and the structure name and the variable name, or along with the structure declaration you can create it this way: struct student, the member variables, and here you can specify the variable and then put the semicolon. Okay, these are the two ways in which you can create the structure variable and or the structure itself. But this structure declaration can be inside main function or it can be outside main. So if it is inside main, then you can use either this type or this type of structure variable creation. If at all it is outside main, as I have written here, so here there is a structure template created or the declaration done, int main. So inside main I am creating s1, so that s1 is a local variable created within main. If at all I create this way, that is this type before main, then s1 becomes a global variable. Global variable means this s1 can be accessed by any other function that is being defined in that particular file. Right? Now let's see what happens when this structure variable is created? So we all know that when a variable is created, memory gets allocated to that variable. Now S1 has been created. So how is the memory created? We also can say that S1 is a pointer to these member variables. That is, it can point to these variables. So now, as of now, what you know that these are the structure members. So apart from that, when you see, these are the variables of these type, right? So the memory would look something like this. Say for R number, name, fees and DOB, say memory is allocated this way. Okay. So this is of integer type. So this takes 2 bytes. I am speaking in terms of or with respect to 16-bit machine. So an integer in a 16-bit machine is allocated with 2 bytes, and character is of 1 byte, and since character is of 15 bytes here, so 15 characters it can hold, so 15 bytes get allocated to name. And for fees it is float, so 4 bytes get reserved to fees. And DOB is again character, and it takes 10 characters it can hold, so 10 bytes get allocated to this. So coming to address location, it could be, say suppose it starts from 2000, so next would be 002, and this could be 2017, and this could be 2021, and this could be 2031, right? And this is not required, I think it's okay, fine. This is how the memory gets allocated. But when is the memory getting allocated? Memory gets allocated to a structure members only when the structure variable has been created. Just by writing or just by this or executing this statement, only the template is being created for the student type and no memory gets allocated to it. The memory gets allocated only when the structure variable has been created. When S1, that is when this statement gets executed, S1 is a pointer that points to these locations. That is, when S1 gets created, it points to this, and the members of that structure gets allocation of memory contiguously. Okay, this is how the memory gets allocated. Say suppose there is another variable called S2. Then what happens? Again S2 gets a memory allocated for the respective structure members this way. So R number, so one thing, a slight confusion can occur right now. Please keep in mind, here we are creating user defined type variables. This is also a variable, right? If I have R number comma M, then those are two variables that are of integer type, right? And R number will have a location and M will have a location. Similarly, S1, S2 are two different variables of structure student type. So obviously it will get different locations. But the difference would be, say suppose this is at location 2050. Okay. So 2052, 2067, 2031. Yes. So this is how, no, what did I do? 207. Okay. So the locations are different. So you need to observe that this S1 holds the student 1 record and this holds student 2 record. That is, it's holding the details of different students. If you have to create 5 student records, then you could have 5 different variables that are of student type, structure student type I mean. Or you can have array of structures as well, but as of now let us not look into that aspect. We'll come back to the simple ones just to see how a variable, structure variable stores the value. Now, how do you store values in a structure? You can store values in a structure in two ways. Either it could be initialization, that is static allocation or static assignment within the program, or it could be dynamic by asking the user and entering it. So let's see how to do initialization of a structure. See, if you are creating it this way, you can, okay, I'll just rewrite this here. Okay, let me finish this only. Okay. Here itself with the template S1 equal to, within flower brackets or braces, you can specify the values for each of these members in the same order in which, that is in the same sequence of its declaration it has to happen. So how do you do that? 29 is for roll number, say name you give Rahul, and say fees you give it as something like this, and date of birth, I'm sorry for the background music, and okay, this is, say suppose